Imagine you're standing in the middle of a pine forest in Canada. The air is cold. You can smell pine resin mixed with damp earth. But beneath your feet, right now, a conversation is taking place. Not whispers, not sounds.
But it is happening, and it has been happening for millions of years, long before humans ever walked into this forest.
Look beneath your feet. Just a few centimeters below the forest floor lies a hidden network that scientists call the Wood Wide Web. The ancient pine tree to your left, the tallest tree in the forest, is connected to more than 300 other trees. Right now,
And it's sending nutrients through those fungal threads. Not randomly. It decides who receives them and who doesn't. Now look to your right. Do you see that smaller pine tree? It's dying. Researchers at the scientists waited. They watched. And then, something completely unexpected happened.
Bullies began sending far more sugar than usual. Not to every tree, only to the dying one.
The flow of nutrients increased, precisely when that struggling tree needed them the most. The question no one on the research...
Take another look. You're standing on top of an invisible communication network, one that no human has ever seen with the naked eye. Scientists eventually discovered that one tree stood at the center of everything. Older. To understand what was happening, researchers followed the movement of carbon beneath the forest floor. What they discovered changed the way we think about forests.
But something unexpected appeared. The carbon wasn't shared equally among every tree. Instead, the carbon did not travel randomly. It followed certain paths, reaching some young trees more often than others. But forests don't only share nutrients. They also send warnings, sometimes before danger even arrives.
When one tree is attacked by insects, it releases invisible chemical signals into the air. The warning spreads before the danger arrives.
As neighboring trees detect the warning, they immediately begin preparing their defenses, long before the insects ever reach them.
Inside every nearby tree, an invisible defense system begins to activate. Long before the insects arrive, the warning spreads from one tree to another. Soon the entire forest is preparing for a danger that hasn't even arrived yet.
To find out whether the warning truly traveled through the air, researchers designed a simple experiment.
Nothing happened. The surrounding trees showed no response. The invisible warning never reached them. The chamber was opened. Fresh air flowed through the forest once again. Within minutes, everything changed. One by one, the surrounding trees began preparing their defenses. The warning had finally spread. From above, the forest looked completely silent. Nothing seemed to move, but beneath the surface, millions of invisible messages were still flowing. Deep beneath the soil, this tree is quietly releasing natural chemicals, not to feed nearby plants, but the result is easy to see. Fewer plants survive nearby. More water, more sunlight.
But perhaps the most surprising story didn't happen in this forest at all. It happened thousands of miles away.
A herd of antelope grazed peacefully beneath the acacia trees. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Until, inside the tree, a silent alarm had already begun. Long before anyone could notice, the entire tree was preparing to defend itself. But then, the tree released an invisible message into the air. The wind carried it across the open savanna. Moments later, another acacia tree received the message. Without seeing the danger, before a single bite could happen, the second tree had already begun preparing. Its defenses were activated before the danger ever arrived.
Moments later, the antelope reached the next tree. It had no idea the tree was already prepared. The tree looked exactly the same. Nothing had changed on the outside. But inside its leaves, everything was different. The warning had arrived before the danger. The The tree was no longer vulnerable. Its natural defenses were already in place. One warning became many. Across the savannah, tree after tree quietly prepared. Perhaps this was never the story of one forest or one savannah.
The forest never needed words. It never needed a voice. Yet beneath every step, maybe intelligence doesn't always need a brain. Sometimes, all it needs is connection. The forest may never speak, a language we can hear, but perhaps it has been speaking all.
Next time you walk through a forest, pause for just a moment. Listen, not with your ears, but with your...
So, the next time you walk through a forest, remember this. The greatest conversation on Earth may be happening. And even now, while you are watching this, the forests of our world are still sharing millions of silent messages every single second. Perhaps the greatest wonders are not hidden because they are invisible. They are hidden because we stopped looking. And long after we leave, the forest remains silent, patient, connected. Its story continues. But perhaps this is only the beginning, because every forest still holds countless secrets waiting to be discovered.
We thought the forest was silent. Today, we discovered it was. But forests are only one chapter. Across our planet, countless other forms of life.
Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope the next time you walk through a forest, you'll see it with different eyes. Until next time, take care.